Hello everyone and welcome from the great state of Texas. In today's video I'm going to be decorating for spring and Easter in my dining room. Hello and welcome if this is your first time visiting. My name is Benita and I do share homemaking, decor, and cooking. If this is some of the content that you'd like to see, be sure to subscribe below. And we're going to be starting here with a blank canvas. I do have some of the items that I'll be using on my dining room table. This old toolbox that my husband had built about 15 years ago. I asked him if I can use that for decor and he said absolutely, so I'm going to go and use that. And then I have these different flowers that I'll be using. These little white roses, I think that's the roses, they look like roses. And these little vines that I have and some of these yellow flowers. Just different floral picks that I have chosen here, different colors that we're going to use for the vignette today. I have some little daisies and I do have some lavender and some other purple flowers that we're going to be using. And then these candlesticks as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started here by filling up the toolbox. I do have some paper and some Walmart bags I'm going to be using to fill because I did not have any floral foam today. So we're just going to use that to go ahead and fill up in that toolbox area. And then we're going to add this green garland that we have as well to the box. So here we are. We're going to go ahead and start doing that right now. Get that filled up. And this green garland that I have, I bought at Hobby Lobby. It looks so natural, so realistic, just beautiful. So we're going to use that to fill up the area as well before we start adding our floral picks. I do like being creative with my floral arrangements. It's kind of exciting at the end result of how it turns out. Of course, with many trials and errors, it just takes a little bit of work to get what you want done. Trying to get all this completed before my grandkids come over. They're going to be spending the weekend with Grammy. So I'm excited to have them here. My grandsons watch my YouTube channel. They're so excited that Grammy has a YouTube channel. So they just love to watch it. So shout out to Jackson and Easton. Grammy loves you. And here we're going to add some of these old rustic candle holders to our vignette. I actually should have put these in first, but I did not. Again, trial and error. How many of you enjoy doing floral arrangements? Some people have their little niche that they like, different things that they like to do. I do like floral arrangements. I do decorating. I love all of that. I never used to be so creative. My sister Lydia inspired me to decorate. I used to be actually more into the formal decor years ago. And oh, now I'm telling my age. So anyway, years ago, and she said, I like people to come over my home and have it feel warm when they come, comfortable and everything. And so I said, well, I really like that too. So over the years, I've changed my decor to the farmhouse look. So when everybody comes over, I'm not worried about a scratch here or there, a nick or whatever, paint or whatever that gets nicked by children. I want them to come and enjoy and just relax and have a good time with visiting with us. So you've not met my sister yet, but here pretty soon we're going to have a little outing. We'd like to go to some antique shops and stuff like that. So we may take you along on our ride. So be watching out for that video and you'll get a chance to meet my wonderful sister. She's the best sister. She's the great aunt. Everybody just loves her. She just brings joy to my life. And here I'm adding those little roses. and some daisy flowers, or margarita flowers as some call them. My other favorite flower is the sweet rose. I just love the way they smell. Very fresh, and just when the wind blows, when they're blooming, it's just refreshing. And then I'm going to add these purple flowers. Give it some more color. Kind of get that spring bouquet going on. These floral arrangements definitely do take some time. And then we're going to add a touch of yellow here and there. Let me know in the comments what you think about how this is turning out. Our lavender. And I'm going to go and add these small candles. I didn't want them being too tall for this vignette, so I used the shorter ones. All right, let me know what you think about how this turned out. I think it turned out beautiful. Love the colors, very springy, with a touch of rustic. Just amazes me all the things that you can use around your home, your garage, to incorporate into your decor in your home. You don't always have to go out and buy something new. Just use what you have. Although I do like thrifting. I don't like to pay full price for something, so I try to find the best deals that I can. Spring makes me happy, and these flowers make me happy. We're going to kind of wipe down the table from all the flowers that kind of just shed a little bit. They kind of shed like the real flowers do. Get it all over the table, so we're going to wipe that up really quick. Also, if there's something that you would like to see in the content, let me know. Give me some ideas about what you want to see on my channel, and I'll do my best to be able to share those with you. Here we're adding the table runner I originally had in the kitchen. We decided to go and use that for the vignette today. So we're going to go ahead and put that on there and add our vignette right in the center here. And then I'm going to add these rustic wood-looking chargers that I got at Hobby Lobby. And then we're going to add these white plates. I love the little beads that go around them. Very rustic looking. Now these here are actually, I bought a 4-pack of flour sacks, I think is what they were. They're kind of a wrinkled look, and I was going to hem the side. I did not get to the hemming of it, so I'm just going to kind of show you how we made these napkins here. It's a lot cheaper than going out and buying a set of 6 or 12 napkins. This is a lot cheaper way to do it, and they look really cute, and added the wooden napkin rings. All right, and here's how our table vignette turned out. Very simple. Of course, I did not add the glasses and the silverware. I just wanted to give you an idea of what it would look like set up. I think it turned out beautiful. And then over here on the buffet, I added 2 new lamps that I've got. I actually got one of them on a 90% off. I thought it was the last one. I didn't even care to go over to see in the lamp area if there was any more. So I got it for $9.99. Could not pass up that one. Brought it home and I'm like, oh, I really need 2. So I happened to call up to another town above to see if they have one on clearance up there. And she goes, ma'am, we don't have anything on clearance for lamps. And I said, oh, well, they had this one. She goes, well, there must have been something wrong with it. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe that was the reason. So I called back at my store and they said they actually had another one. And so I asked my husband, he said, sure, go ahead and get another one. So I did. So I did have the 2. I just love the way they look. Add a lot more light to my dining room. As I said before, my house is pretty dark, so I try to keep as much light on as I can in the evening times particularly. And here we're going to go ahead and add some of these florals that I bought off of Amazon. They're very realistic looking. I use them in my entryway, in my spring decor for the kitchen. And so we're going to add another set over here. What's good about these is they're very flexible, so you can move them any direction you want. You can make them taller, wider, whichever look you're going for. So this is a really good find. I think it was about, if I'm correct, $25 or $27 for 6 of them. Then we're going to add it, just a pop of the margarita flowers in here, the daisy flowers. And then we're going to add this tall candlestick. I got this at the thrift store. Like I said, I love finding these finds. My sister came over, she goes, I'm going to take this one home. So anyway, we're going to use that. And I found a nest, a bird's nest that fell out of our tree. And I'm like, this would be perfect to add to our vignette today. I just love the way they create those nests. And we're going to add that to the top of the candlestick. And then I went ahead to Hobby Lobby and got me another one of those birds that I added into my kitchen. So I have 2 of those. I'm going to use one of those up here, perched in the nest. Kind of give us that spring vibe. Just beautiful. And then here I'm going to add this rustic candle holder as well that I also got at the thrift store. Y'all, I find so many great things at this thrift store. Y'all got to go. Save you some money. And then I've got this little vessel that I bought at, I believe it was Pop Shelf. Yes, it's Pop Shelf that we're going to use. And I try to reuse and repurpose. So yes, we're going to use a snowflake garland that I have. We're just going to flip it over and put it inside here. You're not even going to see it. And we're just going to drape it over because it has those neutral colors. I just love the way this is turning out. All right, and to the other side, we're going to go ahead and add this wooden bowl. Again, thrifting. And we're going to add a candle. This is Mainstay Back Porch candle. Smells really good. I've been using that for the past few months. And then we got this rabbit at Hobby Lobby. I thought he was just adorable. And we're going to add that to our vignette here. I had someone comment that said, well, I wish we had more bunnies. I do have a little bit more bunnies to show you if you come back. My mother actually nicknamed me Bunny, B-U-N-N-I-E. I was born in April, so she thought that was cute. And she also said when I laughed, my nose would kind of flutter back and forth. So, so she said the name fit. Okay, then we're going to add this spiritual, inspirational picture, Bible verse. Again, scripture throughout my house. I just enjoy having them. You can just look on them and just remember what God says in His Word to us, to encourage us throughout the day, through the week, through the months, through the year. And here's how it turned out so far. All right, and up to the wall, in the center of the wall here between the 2 lamps, I'm going to go ahead and add these pictures of the daisies that I got at Hobby Lobby. It says $29.99, I believe it is, but I did not pay that price. I actually paid the half price on it. I don't know where the sticker disappeared to, but we're going to go ahead and add that up here. I wish it was a bigger picture. It was not, but I'm still going to go ahead and use it. I do have that gather picture up there, so it kind of fills in the space. And then we're going to go ahead and add this little wooden Jesus plaque that was given to me by a friend of mine. And here's how it turned out. And to the bottom of my buffet to fill in these spaces here and also to cover some wires and internet boxes that are down there. We're going to go ahead and get this basket. I got actually 2 of these baskets at 2 different estate sales. They were just perfect sizes for what I needed it for. And so we got those to put down here. And this is the other one. I think this turned out lovely. right, into this corner, I'm going to use this 3-tier planter once again. I kind of use it. There's not really much I can put in this corner. I don't know what to use. I could put a sign in the corner there, or something else. I'm not exactly sure. If you have any ideas what you might put in there, let me know. But I kind of use this as a filler. So today we're going to go ahead and just add some greenery to it, to fill in the spaces, and to add some hanging vines as well, just to fill in those spaces. And then we're going to go ahead and add this copper tin that we got at Walmart. I think in the last video I mentioned Hobby Lobby, but it's not. It was Walmart. And we're going to go ahead and use that here and add these vines. I don't have a lot of copper in my decor, but it does look beautiful. It looks very rustic, just beautiful throughout the house. This is how it turned out. Just simple. Add a little bit of green. Kind of give you a spring garden feel. And to the side wall over here, we're going to add this bigger basket, kind of like the one I have in the entryway. This is a little bit larger, a little bit different style. So we're going to use that here. It just kind of, it's a little bit long, of the ropes that are on there, so we're just going to go and tie that up a little bit, put a little knot in there and a loop, and then we'll just hang that up on the wall just like that. And then we're going to add these floral picks to the basket as well. All right, I had already styled my hutch, my china hutch, so I'm just going to kind of show you what I did. This one does take quite a bit of time to figure out and put it together. I thought it would be easier just to go ahead and have it done to show it to you, and this is how it turned out. Thought it turned out beautiful with the yellows and the greens, just really pretty. All right, everyone. Well, that's it for today's video. Thank you for being here and watching. It was good to have you. I pray you have a wonderful day. And until next time, take care and God bless.